What's going on, everybody? This is a very new podcast coming your way, and this is the Just Mr. P experience. This is my first episode, so let me introduce myself. My name is Daryl Wood, also known as Just Mr. P, and that's also the name of my YouTube channel that I ran for 11 years, researching the innocence of Michael Jackson as well as researching about him still potentially being alive. Now, I know those are serious topics, guys, so I didn't get to show my personality much during those research videos. But however, the podcast is a totally different ball game. I mean, guys, I am human, so please forgive me and don't be offended if you hear me cuss a little, because that's just how I am in my regular everyday life. But anyways, guys, I have to say that the year 2020 started out with a big bang, even though this big bang originally started sometime in December 2019. But just to pretty much make a long story short before the story even gets long in the first place, no one expected all of our asses to be quarantined and shacked away at the command of this viral outbreak called coronavirus. Now, the virus is nothing new. It's been around for a long damn time. The COVID virus is heavy ties to the SARS virus, which is originally something that came from China way back in 2001, 2002 maybe. And SARS and COVID-19, of course, are both respiratory infections. And currently, it's just so much things that are tied to this, and it just really bugs me out what I've been hearing. There's been so many crazy rumors going on about the COVID-19. First off, there is no secret meaning behind the name COVID-19. CO is short for corona and vid is short for viral disease. The 19 is for the year, of course, so COVID-19, there you go. I don't know where the hell some of this info actually comes from, but damn, they are wrong. But something else I heard, y'all, was that the COVID-19 virus is being caused by 5G radiation. Now, notice my silence. First off, radiation cannot cause that virus or any virus, period. Radiation destroys cells. This is scientifically and factually proven. Look it up. Look it up. The radiation in 5G would actually destroy cells needed to fight off the virus. 5G wouldn't cause that shit. Look it up. People are burning and knocking down 5G towers as if they are causing the coronavirus, but they're not. They're not at all. Those towers are actually more cancer causing or cause cancer related illnesses and not any viruses. I'm sorry, cancer is not a virus. 5G can actually cause cancer. There's a difference between a virus and a cancer. So all of this knocking down towers and all of the rumors regarding 5G being the cause of this coronavirus, it's not true. There's no truth behind it. I mean, I laughed at some of those theories that were floating around, but I never go for anybody's info on some serious shit like this without a fact check. I'm not letting anybody blindside me into believing lies and shit like this when shit like this is very serious. Hell no. I'm not going for it. No way. But another theory that was floating around is that us black folks, like myself, are immune to the virus. I mean, although I respect some of the black leaders that have put out this information, who I won't name, but they're spewing a lot of bullshit. And I mean, they're misleading us black folks, black community. They're misleading everyone when it comes to saying that we're actually immune to it. And they're spreading this propaganda, making people think that there's truth to what they're saying, but there's not. What they're doing is basing their information off of the fact that across the African continent, that there are no cases of the virus. But of course there wouldn't be, because the virus cannot survive in sustainably hot climates. Hot temperatures of a certain degree would kill the virus. In America, on the other hand, no black person has been spared from this virus. Sad to say that our melanin cannot save us from this as much as we want to believe it. It's sad, guys, but it's true. I mean, I'm just keeping it real with y'all. With this coronavirus, so many rumors have popped up in the world of celebrities as well. Some of the people I will mention will shock you or not, disgust you, maybe, but some of this stuff that I will mention, I will say is alleged. Now, anyways, remember Hollywood executive Harvey Weinstein and his being put on trial. As you know, he was originally sentenced to 55 years in prison, but got a reduced sentence, and it was brought down to 23 years. Now, word on the street is that Harvey Weinstein became a whistleblower, just like his nasty pedo cohort, Jeffrey Epstein. Now, according to many sources, Jeffrey Epstein didn't commit suicide. His ass was a whistleblower as well, and he was about to start snitching on other celebrities and elites out there that are getting down and nasty like he was. In order to silence Jeffrey Epstein from spilling the beans on this whole nasty pedophile ring, a suicide was staged, and Jeffrey Epstein was murdered. Now, Harvey Weinstein, like Jeffrey Epstein, look at those Steen, but anyway, but Harvey Weinstein, like Jeffrey Epstein, is snitching on everybody, allegedly. There was an alleged set of documents and subpoenas that were sent out to select celebrities allegedly tied to this pedophile ring. Now, on that list, and this is all alleged, I'm not saying that this is all true or there's any truth to it. This is all that information that I've been hearing over the last couple of weeks since this coronavirus has kept everyone indoors. A whole room of rumors have popped up about it. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's so many rumors that have popped up surrounding this virus. You don't know for sure what's real and what's not. But anyways, on that list of celebrities allegedly tied to this ring is Oprah Winfrey. Now, she is rumored to have been in trouble allegedly behind the scenes, where it is rumored that she was arrested. Now, this is alleged, and remember that. Oprah tweeted and denied those allegations, stating that she was arrested and that those were lies. She said she has never been arrested or subpoenaed, as everyone is saying. I don't know how true it is, but it's the mess of celebrities, and it continues. I mean, it's never going to stop. Now, this COVID-19 virus has everybody on edge, but being on edge or apparently positive of the COVID virus won't stop the rumor mill from spinning. But anyway, the rumor mill now starts spinning in the direction of someone else that's also on that list, allegedly, is actor Tom Hanks of Forrest Gump fame. Now, recently, he tested positive while in Australia, him and his wife both, for the coronavirus. And I can't say for sure whether they have the virus or not, because I'm not a doctor. I don't run any medical studies or medical field, but I'm not around Tom Hanks. I don't know. But however, it's said in public that Tom Hanks and his wife have the coronavirus and are both trapped in Australia. Now, the rumor mill that's spinning says that Tom Hanks is hiding out in Australia to avoid being subpoenaed due to Harvey Weinstein allegedly saying that Tom Hanks is a part of that pedo ring. I don't know how true that is, but that's what's going on, and it shocked me. I mean, I've always watched a lot of things that Tom Hanks has done as an actor. And, of course, not only is he a talented actor, but he's a talented producer as well. But I don't know if I believe it, but there is so much wickedness in the land of Hollywood to the point that you don't know what is real and what is not until more info comes out. But anyways, while this pandemic has been going on, it gave me so much time to binge watch a lot of new and old TV shows that I've never seen before. And one of those shows I'm binge watching right now is on HBO, called Big Love, which is produced by Tom Hanks, amazingly, right? I know I just finished speaking about the allegations regarding him being on this list of pedos, but anyway, he produced this show on HBO, and it's called Big Love, and it has an amazing cast. I mean, it has Bill Paxton, Gene Triplehorn, Chloe Sevigny, Amanda Seyfried, a bunch of others. It's so many good actors on this show. But Big Love takes on various amounts of subjects that grab my attention, and I didn't think that this would actually grab my attention, but it really did. I mean, the main topic, though, is polygamy or plural marriage through the eyes of a modernized family in the city of Utah. They live in Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah. But anyways, the lead character on the show, Bill Hendrickson, who has 3 wives and 7 children, with an 8th on the way. That's how far I made it into the series. But he's played by actor Bill Paxton. He really made this role like what it is. I mean, I have to say that I'm impressed with the acting between him and his 3 wives. I mean, it just seems so authentic the way they are with each other, you know? I mean, you know, people may find it strange that I'm really into this show about polygamy, not because I'm trying to become a polygamist or anything, but it was just a very interesting subject because I've heard these stories when I was a child about men marrying multiple women and them going to jail for it. But I thought those were men that was just hopping state to state, marrying women and, of course, not divorcing them. But no, this is a whole different ball game. This is tied to the Mormon religion. And the character of Bill, he grew up in a compound in the Mormon lifestyle just outside of Utah called, what the hell's the name of it? Juniper Creek, where polygamy was preached, and it was a part of their religion there as Mormons. And the very first prophet who actually brought polygamy to the compound was Bill's father. I can't remember his name, but he's also a Hendrickson as well. Bill's grandfather was originally the prophet that ran the compound. Of course, once he died off, it was taken over by this bad guy, and this character is very interesting, guys. Like, this character, Roman Grant, he's a dirty snake. He's just like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Because even though this guy is into plural marriage, he's into young girls as well, because his youngest wife was 16 years old when he married her. And then his last wife that he tried to marry was 15, who ended up escaping. It was crazy. I mean, even though that 15-year-old was put there by her parents, that's another, oh my goodness, that pissed me off, that part of the storyline. Because come to find out, that girl, her name is Rhonda something, I can't remember. But her character was apparently put on that compound for Roman Grant, who is a known pedophile, by her parents because he paid them. And her parents knew that he wanted to marry a young girl as his 4th or 5th wife or something like that. And once she decided she didn't want to be there anymore, she escaped and started manipulating the Hendrickson family, which is the ones that I was talking about with Bill Hendrickson and his 3 wives and 7 children with the 8th on the way. It's crazy. I mean, this girl came into their lives and wreaked havoc, and it's so much stuff going on, especially in the world of polygamists and Mormons. I didn't know there was so much drama involved. I mean, they just make this whole subject just seem so very interesting. And the fact that these characters were really brought to life in such a way that I never thought I would find something like this interesting. Because when you read the description of a TV show, you're like, not my style. But then once I started watching, I literally could not stop watching. I've been watching for the last 3 days now. There's 5 or 6 seasons, and I'm on season 3 right now. And right now, it's all hell is breaking loose. Because Bill Hendrickson, the main character, is a businessman. He has this business called Home Plus, which is like a Home Depot or a hardware goods store. And he also helps run a gaming center called Weber Gaming, which is like a casino or something. And of course, him being from the compound on Juniper Creek, Roman Grant and his son Albie, who is a closeted homosexual, of course, want Bill's businesses. So they're trying to do whatever they can right now, including murdering some of Bill's relatives, to try to get his businesses. I said, wow, this is crazy. I had no idea that any of this stuff was going down, even though it's all fictional stuff. But a lot of what they said in the show, I Googled and looked up stuff along the way to see if any of the stuff they said in the show was true, and a lot of it was. Like the very first place where the golden tablets was found that are mentioned in the Book of Mormon was found in upstate New York, where I'm from, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. So there is some truth to what they're actually saying on the show in ties to being a Mormon. I'm not sure though if real life Mormons have all of this drama with fistfights and murders and mayhem. They just wreak so much havoc on this show. I mean, it's a good spirited show in the sense of when you don't watch the dramatic part, you just see a wholesome family. Like when you see Bill with his wives, I didn't even give you their names, but his wives are Margene, who's the third wife, Nikki, who's the second wife, and Barbara, who's his very first wife, who he was with for like 16 years before he even married anybody else. He decided after being kicked off the compound to decide to go into polygamy after marrying Barbara, which is totally messed up because she didn't want that at first, but she learned to accept Bill for who he was and accepted him wanting to be a polygamist because they believed that, a large family of a certain amount of wives will get you into the kingdom of heaven, or as they called it, the celestial kingdom. But guys, you have to check that out. I mean, it's definitely a must-see. I don't know if I'm explaining it right to you or if it sounds interesting from what I'm saying, but it's just crazy. Like, this show really made me just want to sit there and watch. And right now, I'm in the middle of the third season, and I'm just so upset with what's going on. I mean, it's so much drama. But anyways, guys, I don't want to take too long on this very first episode of the podcast. This is the Just Mr. P experience, and I will be back next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.